What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Chillin' with Dylan podcast. You're chilling with your host, Dylan, today, and today we have a very special guest, my brother from another motherfucker, Anthony. What up, Anthony? How you doing today?
It's good to be here, man. Finally, in person. I know I've been oft spoken of on here.
Indeed,
It's
indeed.
weird to finally have one of these talks, but like it's being put down in recording and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. For context, we've been hanging out and talking literally all day long for like the past 12 hours, and finally we just hit the record button, and now it just finally became a little bit difficult to chat. So why don't you hit some of your talking points, Dylan? Would you like to ask them who I am?
Hey, yes. So, Anthony, where are you from, and what is like I don't know. What's your vibe, man? What's your vibe? I know your vibe, but
Well, I don't know. Like you know my vibe, and then I'll fill in the blanks for you. Give me a quick rundown on me.
okay, okay. Well, Anthony's a fucking wizard, man. This dude is a fucking wizard. Uh, Literally biggest fucking bro that I've had in my life. Fucking. I mean, we've done a lot of shit together, and it's just like, I mean, we're like yin and yang, dude. We're like fucking yin and yang. I swear to God. You're tired. I'm awake. You're grinding. I'm slacking off. Like,
All right. Well, we'll start with the beginning for me and Dylan, you and me at least. When we
yeah.
first met, back at the lodge, back in fucking what year was that? 2022, 23?
Yeah, it was 2022. I
Yeah,
I remember that because I just looked at the year I started this, and I remember it was the year before I
yeah.
took off. So
So from
22.
my perspective, meeting Dylan for the first time, I had been living in Southwest Florida for the vast majority of my life, feeling quite just unsatisfied with where I was and everything, and always had a yearning to go out and explore and do more. And finally, I decided to take that jump and do that crazy thing that everyone told me not to do, and just kind of hit the road, took a chance, took a weird job at a national park in the middle of Utah and Zion Canyon at some lodge
With
y-
Zan Terrible.
for some fucking company I've never heard of before, cleaning rooms. Like I've never worked a housekeeping job before in my life, but I was like, fuck it, it's not my hometown. At least I get to be somewhere else. And then after spending 3 very sleepless days driving across the country trying to get there as fast as I can, because I was working literally up until the very last day over there just so I could, have enough money to get over here, comfortably, at least, and because I had a lot of obligations to my old job. Uh, Finally, this exhausted, confused kid, is just looking for a place to smoke a cigarette in this national park that he's, yeah, I had been clean off of weed for like a month because I was told I was gonna get tested and all these things, and I was like, the entire time I thought I was like gonna they were gonna ding me for whatever thing was still in my blood at that point, that I thought would have been made its way out of my system. But there's that little bit that makes me think, "Oh no, not gonna make it. They're gonna catch me. I'm gonna be in trouble."
You're gonna have to go
And I
home.
just yeah, I just needed to like calm down. I was like, all right, I have a cigarette. I have like one last beer that's over 5% alcohol because he apparently can't fucking get
Man,
good beer here in
fuck
Utah. It's
Utah,
crazy.
man.
And I was like, all right, I just need a place to smoke a cig. And I was in a national park. I was at this new job. I was like, I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this here. And then I just am walking back into my dorms. I see this dude, long haired like myself, just, different colored. I got long black hair, had long black hair at
Yeah,
the
you
time.
buzzed up now, dude.
Yeah, short hair boy now. But I don't know. I just saw you, Dylan. You're wearing your tie dye shirt, just blasting a cig, like laying back. I was like, okay, I guess I can hang out with this guy. Probably he seems pretty chill. I could chill with this guy. And was like, hey man, introduced ourselves,
Hey,
and
man.
within our first conversation, we like immediately realized we weren't like the others.
No,
Like
yeah.
it's when you meet someone who's like we quickly exchanged pleasantries, and then we realized we're like, oh, we don't need to speak in code around each other.
Yeah.
I don't need to do this. How do you do bullshit? It's like, hey, do you think that like where do you think consciousness comes from, man? Like we got
It's
into those kind of talks immediately, like within first knowing each
yeah.
other, right off the
It's
bat.
like the quote you sent me last night, I think, by
Yeah, by
Timothy
Timothy
Leary.
Leary.
It
Yeah.
was like something along the lines of like you always speak in like codes of like, "Oh, hey, how are you? This weather is nice," whatever, surface level things. It was like that at first for a second, and then we were like, "Fuck
Yeah,
this. This is
we both
boring."
realized that we were playing pretend, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I don't need to at this point."
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up on your vibe with the fucking Hawaiian button-up shirt, smoking a cigarette, long hair. I was like, "Okay, yeah, this guy." And when you said you were from Florida too, I was like, "Okay, yeah, this guy is, like, probably about as crazy as I am." So, I
Yeah,
mean,
we're the
like,
Peninsula
yeah.
boys, dude.
Yeah, Peninsula boys, man.
You're the northern version, I'm the southern version.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just,
This is what I'm saying. It's
2
like
sides of the same coin, man.
we're like yin and yang, but it's like we're the same in so many
Like,
ways, you
because we
know?
have lived, like, wildly different lives, and we had insanely different upbringings, but at the same time, there was, like, enough things that rhymed
Yeah.
that led us into becoming similar kinds of people.
Yeah. And, like so, like, my first impression of the lodge too was, like, very similar to yours because I
Yeah, you having gone there with, Kendall and everything from Michigan, that
yeah.
was your first time leaving, like, home
Yeah, I mean,
that
I
far
had
from
been to,
home.
like, Chicago, like, 4 hours from home, but,
Yeah,
like,
but, like,
this is
leaving, like, not
yeah.
planning on coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, and, like, way out there, like, that was yeah. But, like, my it was a very similar first impression because, like, I quit smoking weed and, like, doing all this stuff, and I was, like, very, like
Yeah, and by the way, like, definitely didn't need to have done that. It was just a mouth swab test, and, like, I was the last group of people that ever got mouth swabbed by
yeah,
them because they just ran out of them,
yeah.
and management was so incompetent that they were just like, "We're just gonna tell people that we drug test them, and then when we get here, we're just not gonna bring it up."
Yeah, fucking Jared, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
like, what
Jared.
a surprise that that company doesn't own that lodge anymore. They lost the bid, and now it's some other
Xanterra.
bastards own it, and it's probably ran even worse. But
I
we were there for the best of the best, I
oh,
swear to God.
dude,
Like,
top of the
the
barrel.
that was
Top
like
of the
that
barrel.
was like the final season of that place, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like dude, like my
there was never a group as crazy as the group of people that came through when we did. Because there was that
mhm.
girl, Leah, who had been there, like, 3 summers in a row, and
Yeah,
she even said, like, "I've never met people like this. Like,
yeah.
this is."
It's 'cause you and I showed up, that's why.
Yeah.
You know it, dude. You know we set the tone.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're just, symptoms of a great change in society overall.
We're
I think, I think that there's many like us out there.
yeah, we're awesome parasites, dude.
Yes.
Parasites that what is the opposite of a parasite? Like something that
A
l
Serapite?
yeah, no, like something that, like,
Oh, something
lat
that,
latches on, but it's beneficial. What would it
s I don't know, because like, you got, like, symbiotic relationships,
okay.
and then there's, like, varying degrees of them, and I don't know, like, a parasitic one's what you were talking about with the parasites. I don't know if there's a word for one that's, like, just beneficial to both.
I don't know. Hold up. Let me
Yeah, yeah, let's, consult with Doctor Google real quick.
yeah, let's ask I've started calling, like, Google and, like, Chat GPT and stuff, I just started calling it God because we ask it anything and just blindly trust what it
Oh,
says.
I just call mine computer because I love Star Trek. I'm like, "Computer, give me this." Computer, Earl Grey tea, hot.
Okay. Oh, the opposite of a parasite is a mutualistic organism. We are
There you go.
mutualistic organisms for or at least I'd like to think so. Maybe we are parasites, I don't know.
It's all a matter of perspective.
But my my perspective of, like, going to the lodge was very similar to yours because I was like, "I can't mess up, I can't this," and then I'm, like, moving all my stuff in, and you remember Eric, the housekeeping
Yeah,
manager?
that
He
mousy dude who'd been there for,
dude,
like,
yeah.
14 years.
I I was putting my stuff in the room, and I see this mousy looking Eric dude walk by
Like, he was a
drinking a
large man, but the way he, like, carried himself
yeah.
was like that of a small
I always
mouse.
thought his boots were, like, big. Like,
Yeah.
they were made me think of, like
I say this all in love, like, he was not a bad
oh,
guy,
I
like,
loved Eric, man.
he was just a weird dude, but he, you know,
Good weird.
he showed me his movie collection and everything, and that dude, like, I if I went down a different path in life, I would've just ended up like him. I would've just had, like, a
Yeah.
big old movie collection and then just been like,
Yeah, you're
"Yeah,
the movie guy,
I work at
man.
the same job, and, it's alright because I get to go home and I drink a couple beers and I pop in my DVD." Like, if I had decided to give up, that would've been me. Like, I would've just been like Eric, but
No, but, like, I'm, like, moving my stuff in and, like, trying to be all, like, professional and shit, and I see Eric walk by with a Heineken just drinking it. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
This like
and that was our boss.
yeah, well, because I got to talking to him and, like, I asked him, like, "Oh, is this your first seasonal job?" He's like, "I've been here 14 years. I"
This is literally my home.
yeah, he's like, "I'm the housekeeping manager." I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to work in housekeeping, so, okay, if my
Nice to meet you.
manager's" that's when I just yeah,
Yeah, you realized you
I
could
realized what I
what
was
you
in
could get
for.
away with, yeah.
I
It was just like everywhere else.
yeah,
Yeah.
and put like, I don't know, I feel like the seasonal jobs are kind of like I always like to think of them as, like, adult summer camp
Mhm.
because, like
Very much so.
yeah, I mean, even this Eric dude, he's, like, probably in his, like, what, 40s, and he was, like, I don't know, doing the same shit as, like, a summer camp, like,
Yeah, no,
I don't know,
it's
it's
like
really cool.
the summer camp metaphor, but you got, like, work instead of, like, required activities, and, like, the
Yeah,
fun part is when you're, like, fucking around back at the cabins or, like,
yeah,
when you're, like yeah, when you're
yeah,
unsupervised.
just getting yeah, dude, oh, man, yeah,
And people really speed run things out here when it comes to, like, interpersonal relationships and stuff.
dude,
Like,
yeah,
the amount of
it's
times I've seen just people become best friends to lovers to enemies to best friends again, and then, like,
split off and never
split off, never see each other anymore, like, in the span of 2 months. It's
it
absolutely insane.
it's really weird because it's like, that seems like, when you're not, like, in it, like, when you're not, like, doing seasonal work and seeing it like that, it kind of, like, seems, like, unhealthy, but at the same time, I feel like it's helped me, like, let go
Yeah, well,
of things a
for
lot
a lot of
more.
people, it's their first opportunity to kinda get to experience that kinda thing with someone they're never gonna see again. Because
Yeah.
like, a
It's
lot
like
of
a
people's biggest,
practice.
complaint with this whole sort of seasonal work thing is like, "Oh, you get to meet people and then you just never see them again. What's
It's
the point?"
fucking
I'm like,
awesome,
"Have you
though.
fucking been alive for any amount of time? Like,
Mhm.
has nothing ever happened to you where all of a sudden one day, like, someone was just not in your life anymore ever
Yeah.
again? You have no choice in when it happens, it
Ha
just happens to you,
have you ever
and you just gotta
experienced
fucking deal with it." Like,
have you ever experienced someone you
it's
know
practice for that.
dying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like
It's a practice in, like, getting to know people quickly, like, understanding, like, yeah, take a chance on that stranger, like, have that conversation, ask them, like, a question that you think that would probe an interesting answer out of them because
yeah,
they have something to say and they're dying to tell you,
yeah,
but they
and
just want you to ask, and fucking someday you're just never gonna see them again,
yeah,
and that's how life goes.
and, like, that's, like, one of the best things too is, like, during this, like, seasonal work, you can really, like, practice, like, for those, like I don't know, you can, like, practice these things of just, like, saying "fuck it" and sending it
Yeah.
because it's like,
For
okay
me, it was a lesson in learning that that process was okay
yeah,
because I had spent my whole life, like, meeting people, learning to love them, and then losing them forever for one reason or another,
mhm,
and I thought it was, like, because of me in some way, I thought it
yeah,
was, like, my fault somehow because I was a stupid kid who, watched too many movies and listened to too many stories, but, getting to see more of the world and seeing that, you know it happens to everyone,
yeah,
and it's scary for everyone, and
yeah,
it
and it's
makes
not all
and it makes
about you
everyone
either,
sad,
you know?
and
Like,
yeah.
there's nothing to take personal, like I don't know, dude. Like that, like we were talking about this earlier. Like I've noticed that, like a lot of times in my life, like when people go off to do their own thing, I have taken that personally in the past, and like now I'm understanding, like, okay, well, if I want to do what I want, like I'm gonna have to, like, leave
Yeah,
people and stuff and like move on.
but I
Why can't? Why am I not okay with like other people doing that? Like,
exactly, and just not only that, I feel like 'cause I don't know, I feel like the way I've been talking made it seem like I think it's unimportant when someone leaves your
no,
life, like,
no, it's definitely
I
not like
still mourn
that.
the loss as heavily, if not more heavily, than I ever would have before, like, but I get to mourn that loss. I don't see it as necessarily a
Exactly.
bad thing, like, it's it's honestly a privilege to get to experience such a profound emotion,
And
like
like something that like I have realized as well, like I'll use Chandler for an example. Like I was really sad when she left here, but after experiencing like people leaving so much and getting that sadness, like now I'm at a point where it's like I am sad that you're leaving, but this just means that we can have more adventures in other places if we
exactly.
really want to.
You're
If we
literally
really,
pen pals now, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Chandler, shout out. I
yeah,
know you listening.
Chandler,
You're
hell
the
yeah,
best.
dude, you're a real one.
Hell
But, like,
yeah.
yeah, you missed her so bad that you're like, "I don't want to miss you. I'm just gonna stay
Yeah,
in touch."
exactly,
It
exactly.
it it
Like,
teaches you what's important and what's real, and yeah, I don't know, like, seasonal work like this is great because it's a quick crash course on a
just
lot of
life.
things in life, as long as you're willing to pay attention and listen.
Yeah,
Like, it can also be a great place to just, like, party and have a good time and do drugs and have a lot of
yeah,
sex, and, like, that's fucking awesome too.
yeah.
I like, don't get me wrong, do
Yeah,
that. Do as much of that as you possibly can.
yeah.
That's all part of it.
Pull some Hunter S. Thompson shit.
Yeah, for real. No, like, at the lodge, like, everyone was passing each other around until, like, herpes started becoming a
Oh,
problem.
boy, yeah,
Like,
I'm
you left
glad.
before that
I'm
happened,
glad, man, I'm
and,
glad.
like but yeah, no, literally. Like,
Yeah,
so I was talking about that place. It's like, "Oh, it's so beautiful self-discovery." But yeah, they were also
yeah.
like, we're
When
just a bunch of fucking animals out there, dude. It was insane the
yeah,
kinda antics
yeah,
we got up to in a national park. Like, I shouldn't even
yeah,
be incriminating myself on some of these things that, like,
yeah.
I like,
We ain't e
insane what we got away with.
dude. That's like it's so funny to think about, like, families going to this park and me
Yeah.
at the same time that they're there doing this shit, there's some fucking employee from Kansas out there, like, tripping on acid for their first time while they're, like, some kid next to them is drinking their blackout rage gallon on a fucking
Dude,
longboard,
Canyon
like,
Vista was a insane experience. So, Canyon Vista was the men's dorm that we
yeah.
lived in, and it was just like
Rabid.
yeah,
It
it it
was
was
fucking
it was
rabid.
like frat house energy, but
Oh,
full
whoa.
of, like, weird hippie traveler types, and, there was that room with Cole and Colton, CV10,
Yeah.
and me and Emilio were in CV4.
Shout out
It
Emilio.
was like a prison no, not a frat house energy, it was like prison block energy, like,
Yeah.
but in, like, the chillest way possible.
I think one of the funniest parts was, like, when you first get there, it does feel like prison almost because you're like, "Oh," like, especially if that's, like,
Rules, regulations, here's your tiny cell, here's your quarters, here's
yeah.
the communal showers, this is when you're allowed to eat,
Yeah.
this is when
Yeah.
this is when you have to report to your supervisor, this is when you have free time. Yeah, yeah, no, I get what you
No,
mean.
but, like, also it's, like, when you first get there, especially when it's, like, at least for me, my first time, like, traveling like that, it was like I didn't know what these people were like, because I still had my, like, preconceived notions about how people were from back home, and, back home, I there was a lot of crime, there was a lot of drugs, there
Oh,
was a
yeah.
lot of dumb shit. So, like, I
Dude,
went
I love your stories about Muskegon, bro.
oh, dude, 231 represent. My Muskegon people, I love y'all. Fucking
Excuse
it's
me.
it's ratchet out there, but it's fucking awesome.
That's how I feel about 239, so
231 is my area code,
I know,
dude.
that's
We're
why I
we're
brought that up.
we're very close, man.
I didn't even know that was your area code, but yet again, another Silly little similarity.
Dude, yeah. Fucking yeah, that lodge was insane. It's,
And we only knew each other there for, like,
2 months, maybe
tops.
not
Not
even.
even. Yeah, well, like, we worked together for maybe a month, and
Yeah.
then, like, you and Kendall left, and then y'all were still kind of in the area. We were like, "Damn, bro, I love you, I miss you, and, like, I know we're gonna see each other again,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know we've seen each other before in a past life, and, no need to worry about it. We'll see each other next time around too, but
And here we
it'd be
are.
nice to catch up again in these bodies." And lo and behold, 2 years later, right when I was, like, at a very low point in my life back, I had long story short, I was in a relationship that ended up not working out. It's fine. It was what it was, supposed to be at the time, yada, 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 but it was ending, and I was ready to hit the road again, and, out of the blue, my boy Dylan's like, "Hey, how's things going over there?" I'm like, "Not great, actually, bud. Do you got any idea if, wherever you're at is hiring?" And you're like, "Yes, absolutely." And
Oh,
then
yeah.
within the same day, I had an interview and then a job and then a start date, and, the ball started getting rolling, headed back west again, and, yeah, that was a solid year ago, and
Dude,
we've been having a fucking amazing time together
dude,
since
it
then, dude.
it has been I don't know, and
It's
it's
been peaks and valleys, highs and lows, but man,
I'm
I
just
feel
glad
like
we doing it together, man.
when you and I get to hang out, it's like
Yeah.
there's just too like, ugh.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing can fucking stop us, bro.
No, for real, dude. I mean,
Oh, like, I wish some of those convos we had earlier could have actually been put down and recorded,
I know, man.
but as we get used to, a microphone being on our chest while the conversation's happening, like, I
Yeah.
should be used to being recorded at all times because, I know that, like, we live in a surveillance state and, like, the
Yeah, you
entire
got your phone on you, you're being recorded.
Yeah, exactly. Society is a big panopticon, and,
What the fuck
you're
does panopticon mean?
so a panopticon is a type of prison that was designed in, like, the, 1800s or something like that. Basically, imagine, like, a big circular building, um,
Okay.
and then on the inside, it's all prisoners' cells, and then and then a bunch of empty space. At the very center,
Okay.
there's a giant post with a watchtower in the middle of it,
Oh,
completely blacked out windows. So
they can see everything.
and none of the prisoners have any, every single, there's, like, 3 walls only, but the 4th wall, like, is all exposed to what's could be
Okay.
watching you at any point,
But
at
you
any
don't
time. You
know.
don't necessarily know, but it might as well be watching you. I think that's a
Okay.
really and that was an actual, style of prison that's been, like, yada, 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 but I think it's a good metaphor for the, sort of, deal with the
Society
devil
we're in.
we've made when it comes to security and comfort.
Yeah, dude. Literally, like
So, yes, hello to all the, agents listening to this one. If this gets past your AI filters and actually has to go through, like, a human, to, back check it and everything, hi, I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a good day. And, I'm sorry that you have to work for the literal embodiment of evil, but,
you gotta work
you
for
know
the FBI, the fucking bitch ass idiots.
Yeah, but, yeah, everyone's gotta make a living, and it's not your fault, man,
Yeah,
and,
dude.
it's gonna be okay. Anyway, back to the regular
Uh,
audience, that was specifically for,
Aw, dude.
the surveillance
No,
state,
dude, that was
and
a interesting yeah.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Fuck you,
you
surveillance.
finally got, like, a proper crazy person on your, uh, podcast with you.
Yeah, dude. I love me some crazy though, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Like,
like that song earlier, it's like, "What's the definition of insanity? Ain't it just a difference in realities?" I think so, man. No, dude. I'm really glad you came out here, and it's, like, super fucking strange that we just had, like, the same
yeah,
journey while we were
I mean,
gone.
I have listened to your show before, but I have obviously not listened to all 109 episodes. How
Yeah.
much of, like, our similarities have you talked about, and how much are you,
Um,
like, comfortable like,
I
when you're talking about, like, the 2 years that we were apart and how, like, we basically dated 2 versions of the same girl and had
yeah.
the same, like, ups and downs in the relationship and learned the same lessons.
I've gone over, like, the
Well, I feel like I
very
summed it up
short.
pretty well in a couple
Yeah,
minutes there.
yeah, I basically said like, along those lines, but
Yeah, in so
yeah,
many words, we had incredibly similar experiences while totally apart from each other, and then
and then so and, like
every once in a while, we would check in,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it would be like fake you and fake me talking to each other almost,
yeah,
because it was
like a
like
cry for help almost,
yeah, it'd be
but
like, "Hey, check this out. We're having a good time over here. How you doing, bud? Oh,
oh,
are they
doing
hiring
good.
over there? Yeah, no, no, I wouldn't recommend working at where I'm working either."
Yeah. No.
It's like we were speaking in code to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know, like, I definitely don't think, the person I was in the relationship is a bad person, but
Nor do I.
yeah, I
I
think
truly want nothing but, like, love and happiness for her too,
yeah,
and
I
I wish I could have provided that for her, but I was clearly not up to the task,
yeah, and yeah,
despite my best efforts.
that's the same for me as, like, it was just, like, I was not in the best mindset and, like,
Mhm.
I couldn't manage having a relationship with someone because I just wasn't having a good one with myself, and,
Exactly.
like, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
glad
Oh
you've, as of late, like, truly been, like, loving yourself more, man.
oh,
Because
dude,
like,
it's
I know we've been having these conversations off mic a lot, but, like, I don't know how much you listeners know, but Dylan is, like, very much on a path to enlightenment more so than ever now, like, you thought this guy was, like, cool and chill before, like, he loves himself with a capital L now more than ever, and it's only gonna get better.
hey,
It is
that's,
only going to get better. Like,
that's like
you have
the
no fucking idea what this incredible human being is going to be capable of.
ah,
I
Anthony, you's the same, though, you's the same, and, no, dude, I think it's, I mean, that's, like, what my last episode was about, was just
is that the one you were with Bailey or the one, solo one?
I did the one with Bailey, and then I did a
Dude,
solo
Bailey's
one.
such a chiller. I love
Oh,
that
I
dude.
love Bailey,
Yeah.
dude. I cannot wait for more adventures with him. Bailey, shout out to you if you listening. Follow that boy on Instagram, bro. Um, but no, yeah, the solo episode I did after was all about it was called Love, the Ultimate Gift, and it's yeah, I talked about a lot of just loving yourself, which in turn like what I'm learning is like what you give yourself is what you also give to the rest of the world, and what you give to the rest of the world is returned back to you. So it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, loving yourself is really the best thing you can do for the entire world, you know? And yeah, dude. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome,
I
Anthony.
I
I
love you
love
too,
you,
man.
man. I
I
love
love
you
you too.
too, man. Dude, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Anthony
It
and
feels
I
so weird and formal with a microphone on, doesn't it,
yeah.
bro? Like,
No, yeah, like,
ah.
it's like there's someone else in
And
the
we're, like,
room,
in
but
a conference room in, like,
yeah.
our the place that we work at in the middle of fucking nowhere,
Yeah.
Utah.
How are we even doing this right now?
Like, we're
Like, look at this room, bro. Yeah, dude.
the Utah headquarters of the Chilling with Dylan podcast right here.
I kinda described it the first day I came in here, but there's a picture of, like, some random chick riding a horse looking at a cool view, a picture of the place we work at,
Imagine
you
a
know, like
corporate conference room that, like, 2 guys are probably not supposed to be in, but thank
I
God
got
there's no
permission, I
cameras.
got permission.
I know you got permission, I know you got permission, but, like, if you just saw us, you'd be like, "Those guys aren't supposed to be in here."
No, for real. It looks like we're just
Yeah.
having a beer in a in a conference room.
At, 11:40 at night.
Ah, whatever, dude.
Time is made up by the clock companies to sell you more clocks, right, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a little, callback inside joke to, God, I don't know how long ago that was when that first started getting said between you and me.
Dude, I don't even know. I think it was, like, at the lodge, honestly. I feel like
Yeah.
dude,
I don't
I
know, it's fun to, like, play funny with those, like, very serious concepts, like, yeah, time's an illusion, and, like, it's
Just make it
just look up the definition of what a second is and, like, think about the amount of oscillations between that one particular atom, and then, like, think about how much fucking time actually matters. But,
yeah.
like, sure, that's a serious thing, but then it's, like, more fun to make a joke about it, be like, "It's made up by the clock companies to sell you more clocks,
Yeah.
man."
It's almost like
Yeah.
like when people are, like, tripping on psychedelics and they, like, experience that, like, that time doesn't exist and
Oh, yeah.
people call it the time knife or something. Yeah, it's just more
Yeah. No,
fun
the
to
hilarious time when years ago now, there was a girl I was dating, and it was like she wanted to try acid. She knew I was me. So she was, had her first acid trip with her. And there's a point where she just like we were we were just hanging out, listening to music, having a good time, and then she just gets quiet for a second, turns over and looks at me. She's like, so is money fake?
Dude,
I was like, kinda. It's
yeah,
made up, but it's not fake.
it's, like,
It's
physical
very
and
much real,
yeah.
but it's completely made up
What a
as far as, like,
concept.
what, like, it means, you know what I mean? What it means is made up, but it is, I guess, yeah, a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, no, like, that's just like a I don't know, kinda summing up that feeling of, like, "Wait, is money fake? Like, is all this
yeah.
fake?"
Yeah, it's like a
Baby's first acid trip experience, you
yeah.
know?
It's like a it's fake because it's made up, but it's real because we made it up.
Yeah.
Like,
That's where the whole, like, people start thinking, "Oh my god, like, I'm in a simulation," or whatever. It's like, "No, no, 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 no." Like, reality is real, but we are, as a species, are kind of in this giant game of pretend
yeah, we're
that
making up a meaning
and
for everything.
I think when people start to kinda snap and lose it, it was when they are just unable to pretend anymore.
Yeah. It's like that movie, what is that where he has the full mental break? It's
Falling Down,
yeah, yeah,
yes, with
that's
Michael
a
Douglas.
yeah, it's like,
I'm so glad that I've, like, been showing you movies, man.
"Oh, dude, this guy's the movie guy,
Yeah,
man. This guy."
I my particular type of, like, insanity is that I see, like, a narrative structure to the universe, and, like, I think there's, like, a lot of things to be learned from stories, um, even if it's not, like, directly, like, what the story is, quote, unquote, "about." Uh,
It's like a symbolic thing for a deeper,
yeah, like, let's take,
like, truth.
you like,
Like a parable.
you and I watched Mad Max: Fury Road
Oh,
recently.
best movie ever that I've
It
watched,
that
man.
movie's about a car chase and, trying to get
With the fucking stage,
yeah,
dude.
getting the wives to the green place and then bringing them back and all that yada, yada, yada. It's about, quote, unquote, "that," but what it's about is, the, balance between masculinity and femininity. It's about, the impulsive nature of violence. It's about
Ooh,
the
excuse me.
beauty that's to be found in the darkness. It's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
when
it's
I
like,
say that there's, like I don't know, again, I'm a crazy person, sorry,
no, you're
audience,
not.
and there's gonna be, like sometimes you're not always gonna understand what the fuck I'm saying, and that's gonna be okay, you're just gonna have to, like, deal with that because I'm me, and that's okay. But I like movies, I like showing this guy movies,
And it worked.
and he understands why, because every time I show him one, like, he gets what I'm trying to tell him.
Yeah,
Like
this dude speaks through movies, and I speak to you through music,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
It's like
when he shows me a song with, like and he tells me, like, to listen to the lyrics on it and that it's important, like, I make sure to really do that because I know that some things can't be communicated through words, and they can only be communicated through experiences, and you're trying to share with someone that experience that you feel when somehow the only way you can get it is by listening to that song and understanding the lyrics, and when you want me to listen to that song, you want me to, like, feel that experience that you're feeling.
yeah.
And
It's like, giving it's like, "Oh, I felt this, it's really nice, it makes me
it's like a
think of
y it's
you,"
something that makes you
and
think about the right thing at the right place at the right time.
exactly. And it's like this is what I'm saying is, like, when you show me a movie, it's always, like
On purpose.
Yeah, it's literally always, like, reflecting what's been going on in my life lately,
Mhm.
and, like
'Cause I'm a stories guy, and I'm like, "Ooh, I have one for this." And
yeah,
I've heard this one before, and I can I can show them a version of this with a happy ending.
yeah. No, dude, and it's awesome because when we watch Mad Max, like, basically, like
Yeah, the Nux and the redhead.
yeah, like, I was going through that shit with this chick that I was, like, all confused about and stuff, and then we watched this movie, and it just, like
And every once in a while, you looked over at me, and I just looked back at you and just kinda nodded,
yeah,
pointed back to the screen. I was like, "It's okay.
yeah,
I
and
get."
and then, like, it made me contemplate all of those things, and then at the end, like, it ended good, and so it's almost like it makes me contemplate these things and then realize that, like, this is a good experience to have, this is
Mhm.
what I need to go through and learn, and then it turned into a happy ending, like, in
Yeah,
real life,
but
you
in all
know?
the good stories, the hero has that point where it seems like all hope is lost.
Yeah, it's the
And
hero's journey,
anytime I see you at that point, I'm like, "I got one for this."
dude, and, like, yeah, it's fucking awesome, and, like, I really hope that, like, when I share music, like, I don't know if it's always at the right time, but I just trust that it is.
Dude, I always hit add to my liked songs on it, and, like, I'll always remember that it's like, Dylan showed me this one.
Dude, for real, and, yeah, dude, I don't know, I don't know. It's really cool, like, everybody kinda has their own, like, love languages. Like
Mhm.
like, I was talking to, Ree the other day, and I was like, "You know what?" Like, it was just totally random, but it was something I was thinking about. I was like, "You know what, dude? I think my, like, love languages are music, gifts, and drugs." Like
Hell yeah, dude.
like, mostly like psychedelics, like
Oh,
getting
yeah.
people to like, have their first trip. It's because I love you. I
Yeah,
think
when we're
like
talking drugs, we don't mean things that, like, are going to, like, send you to the
fight. Yeah,
hospital.
yeah,
We're
no,
talking
like
about things
just
that are gonna, like,
expand your
send you to go
mind
talk
and
to God real quick and then send you back to your body, and then you have to, like, process that and be
yeah,
like,
therapeutic
"Yeah,
in
yeah,
a way.
it's yeah."
And yeah, it's really cool because I think everybody has like I mean, I don't think this. I know everybody has their unique like ways of telling people like I love you and care about you.
Mhm.
Whether it's like, some people just give people money, some people take people on like to do experiences, some people do, crazy things with people. Like even like fucking weird BDSM like fucking sex stuff is like that's just someone's way of saying, like,
Oh, yes, it
"I love and
is.
care about you." It's like, I may not understand
What do you
that, but
mean weird?
yeah,
Start putting labels on things, that ain't gonna
okay,
seem
yeah,
weird.
you
I'm
know
just
what?
kidding.
I shouldn't censor myself just because we got a mic
Right? Come
on,
on.
dude.
Until you got sponsors to worry about, bro, let's just
No, you know what's funny? When I upload these episodes, there's an option to say it has explicit content, and I always say, "No, it
Nope.
does not,"
Yeah.
because fuck you.
Actually, it's for children.
Yeah, this is I wanna inspire the youth to to the youth out there, I hope we're good role models.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. This beer's for you.
Hope this yeah, don't, please don't do the old Socrates hemlock thing to me, society. I'm trying not trust me, I'm not trying to corrupt the youth.
Nope, nope, we trying to
Uh,
free them, dude.
oh, man. Dude, this is
Mhm.
so cool. Like
What, the podcast?
yeah, I'm so glad
No,
that I'm finally a guest on this, dude.
it's a lot of
And the
fun
next one's
and
gonna be so much more natural. Like, at first, I was,
Oop,
like, so, like, professionally, you
no,
know?
yeah, this is what I'm saying is, like, I want this entire
But
show
I knew it was gonna go that way.
I want this entire show to just be completely natural, completely just I mean, like, literally just chilling with Dylan, dude.
Absolutely.
I
Like a villain.
I because I don't know, dude. This podcast, I think I've realized is like this is what I want to do. This is
Hell yeah, dude.
and like I don't care. if my jobs don't like this, I will choose this over my job because it's my dream, and, like, I think it's just, like, I you know what, dude? To the moon or bust, like, I mean, and I'm not even trying to get rich or
Dude, just in the places that I've seen you work, you immediately become, like, the most valuable guy there,
exactly,
like,
and it
in one way or another.
you know why? Because I don't say I'm the best worker there, like, I don't get an ego about it, but I tell myself I'm the best at everything I do,
Yeah.
and yeah, like, I think there's like, you
Like,
remember
we definitely both embody that here.
yeah,
Like
yeah, I mean, it's just there's no reason to, like, think that because like, I don't go into work and be like, "I'm better than everyone,"
fuck no.
because I'm not. There's a lot of things that I don't know how to do and
Mm-mm.
other people do, and, like, I can learn from them and I can grow because of
But
them.
you know you're really fucking good at being you.
Exactly. Nobody does it better,
I don't think
and
I've met
you're
anyone who's as good at being Dylan
no,
as you are, bro.
no. Sorry, other Dylan out
Like,
there, other Dylan at the Pondy, if you're listening to this.
yeah, no, hey, other
Yeah.
Dylan is also Dylan, but, like,
He does other Dylan better.
yeah, yeah.
I can't do it like he does. Like,
Yeah, is there any way you could go be a mechanic for the army?
fuck no.
Like,
I could be a mechanic, but not for the army.
yeah,
Fuck that
at
shit.
his age? Bro, he's, like, way younger than us.
Yeah, what, 20 or something? He
Yeah,
can't even buy himself a beer.
not even yeah, kid's fresh out of high school, dude,
Oh,
and he's off to go, do Uncle Sam's dirty work. It's,
yeah.
like,
I
insane thing
mean,
to think. God bless you, dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm saying that,
No,
like,
yeah.
I am so happy to be an American, but I also have to acknowledge the fact that, you know, you don't get to the top without breaking a few eggs.
Yeah. No, and this is my thing is like
There is no such thing as ethical consumption in the society that we live in, and
fuck
the
no.
sooner you're okay with that, the sooner you can make peace with yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like vegans and vegetarians, like I support that. You do what you want, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you switch from like eating meat, but you're also still buying avocados that are from a fucking cartel.
Yeah.
Like that there's like some fucking guerrilla warfare shit that owns avocados and like bananas are,
Yeah, like,
yeah,
we're all peace and love, but, like, the batteries that are, like, operating, like, this, laptop that's recording this and the, microphones were,
yeah,
like, lithium and that or whatever was mined out by some, like, 12-year-old Congolese kid that's going to die like he's gonna drown in a mining accident or something,
yeah,
and no one's gonna even remember little Okonkwo's name.
yeah.
Uh,
You could literally be using the
but,
phone that
hey, dude, it's all peace and love, man.
yeah. It's like I
Yeah,
f
no, you have to accept the fact that, like, this is an evil world that we live in, and
yeah.
it's that you have to just do as good as you can in the face of it, I feel like.
That's like what I'm coming to realize is that like this like world is pretty much like hell. It's a world of death and decay. Everything is constantly
Well,
in a state of decay.
yeah, I mean,
But
fuck, how much time do we have on this app?
I think it can go for an hour. I don't know.
Because I was about to say, like, I don't know if this is the time to get into Gnosticism or not.
What's up?
That
What?
could be a little teaser for, my next episode, but, yeah, for a long time, people have thought about why the universe is so seemingly perfect, but also in a state of constant
Hey,
rundown.
you can record 2 hours on Riverside. So we're at like 45 minutes. Yeah, we can get
No
into it.
fucking way. Okay, yeah, so
And if
back to
it,
where you started there, like, you think that we're in hell? Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna treat you like you're a crazy person for saying that.
oh no, I know.
Elaborate, please.
I don't give a fuck if
Tell
you
me what you
think I'm
mean.
crazy,
I think
because
purgatory is a better metaphor, but go on.
yeah, I guess you could say that, but, like, when you really think about it, everything here is in a state of death and decay. Our bodies are constantly aging and getting worse. This bottle is getting dirtier and worse condition. This computer, the battery's dying. everything is constantly going towards its end
Entropy
here.
must increase until a maximum until we
Exactly.
find a way to undo that.
And so I
By the way, everybody go check out The Last Question by Isaac Asimov, 1950 something.
is that the one you said Nicole and
Yeah,
Brad? Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Shout out to y'all. Um, but, like,
Or just listen to The Highwaymen.
hey,
It's basically the
that's
same thing.
a good one.
Great fucking song.
I'm a raindrop, brother. But
I will remain.
I I definitely think, like, this, like, external physical reality that we find ourselves in is
That burp came perfectly.
ooh, it's like a world of death and decay, and everything is constantly changing, and you're not certain of
Mhm.
anything. But when you look within, like, with your imagination, you can see dead people. Like, you can go within yourself and find your great grandma that passed away and talk to her, and it sounds crazy, but, like,
Oh, I
that's
don't think it does at all.
it's an experience that you can have, and within yourself, you find life. You find the exact opposite of everything in this world
Sorry about the
where
cough.
ah,
I'm sure that didn't come out well on the audio.
that's alright.
Oh,
We'll edit later episodes when the MacBook comes.
there you go, yeah.
But, yeah, when you look inside, you actually find life, and everything is there forever. You can forever, at any point, go within yourself and find anything that doesn't exist in this world anymore. You can even go back and, like, see World War I, like we were talking about earlier. Like, you can go within yourself, and that is still there, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel like, yeah, like, life is kind of like this, not game, but we are learning to go within where everything is everlasting, everything is made like, everything is, like, intact and there, and, like,
Yeah,
it's not going anywhere.
most
Like,
definitely.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but,
Do you
like,
mind if I
a tad
pick
tap
up what
in,
you've put
tap
down?
in.
Okay, you so, what got the gears turning in my head when you said, "We live in hell," um,
Like,
is, like, the concept of, like, Gnosticism, and I am going to absolutely
it
butcher the story.
Gnosticism is where you don't believe in
So,
it's
it's
not atheism is when you don't believe in anything, right?
so
Gnosticism is you're not sure, right?
atheism is you don't believe in God. Agnosticism is you don't know if there's a God. Gnosticism is where it starts to get weird and esoteric. So it comes from like you got to look at like the Greek roots of the word gnosis, to know, but it's like it's more than to know. It's like to truly understand the nature of something.
Like, to
Um,
yeah, like,
and
no.
and I like whatever like this ideology was, like I honestly I'm not exactly even sure what it's supposed to be called because God. All right, I'll butcher it. Fuck it.
Butcher it, man. This
So basically, this is like the from the original version of what Christianity kind of was like, not Christianity, but so in the early days of the Christian church, like back when it was like illegal to be Christian, like under Roman law, until the Council of Nicaea in 325 when the Roman Catholic Church was founded, and then Christianity became the official religion of Rome. Um, Quite conveniently, as a matter of fact, whereas a lot of books were specifically cut out to fit the narrative of the Roman power structure. There's a reason why the Bible, as we know it today, is very much heavily emphasis on like, you know,
don't do this,
don't
don't
do
do
this,
that.
don't do
Yeah.
that.
It's like
Obey father. Very
whitewashing.
patriarchal way of looking at things. It's because the way Romans used religion was a unifier for the people. They only switched over to that because no one was believing in the old gods anymore. The old gods used to work, and that was what, like, kept Romans Roman, like, regardless of
Wait, they
where they
used to
were.
work as in, like, the gods worked, or you're saying, like, the concept of the
Basically, yes, actually,
like, fit like, go to work and
because believing in those gods brought unity to the people.
okay,
Regardless of, like, where they were geographically, because they all believed in the same gods, they were all still Roman together, and they were still, like, part of, like, the same
okay.
people,
I I
and
I got confused
that
because
wasn't being believed anymore, Christianity was the new way. Yada, yada, yada. What these original ones believed was that basically is what you're saying right now, that we are actually in hell. Long story short of what I was fucking trying to get to there was that, the story that's been sold to you is like the preschool version. So what this particular group of people that was stamped out by the Romans, believed was that there is sort of an upper and lower dimension to reality. The upper dimension is where God, capital G, God exists, like
Mhm.
the source, the unity, the oneness, like where it all comes from, like God. And then
Yeah,
underneath that, there are sort of basically you could look at them as possibly angels, possibly demigods. It gets esoteric and weird at this point. Again, I don't actually believe in this stuff. I just think it's like a good story
it's
narrative
interesting.
structure to
It's interesting.
explain. Like I think it's a good story that kind of like helps explain the vibes of reality. So in this one, there was top capital G God. Underneath that one, there was a different one called Sophia, was what she was called by some people. Basically, she was supposed to represent wisdom. Most of the lower deities amongst the top level god were basically just represented different aspects of human consciousness, and basically, wisdom against the will of the ultimate god chose to basically impregnate itself and try to make a god of its own. And that god was a horrific abomination that was never supposed to have existed. So, in order to basically quarantine it, um, they, like capital G God, made our reality, the three dimensional reality
So it's
world,
like Satan getting
to
kicked out of hell or
to keep
heaven
it in there,
almost.
um, and which was originally like formless and void, and then the what they called the demiurge, but we can just call like whatever the god of this like three-dimensional universe, like this
Mhm.
hell, this purgatory is, made it, but it was unable to create life. So it went to war with heaven and stole a piece of it from it, stole a tiny
Okay.
chunk of divinity from heaven itself, brought it back here, and then scattered it infinitely. And life itself is those small fragments of heaven and divinity. Um,
Whoa,
and
dude.
it keeps us here to feed on us, essentially. Like we are,
Yeah.
they believe that we were like the food source in one way or another for this thing that's
Yeah.
trying to keep us
It's like
trapped here.
the
And,
life source, the animating
but
force of all of it.
it's not, it doesn't have to be that way. Like we are,
No.
they believed we are destined for a greater thing. So this kind of gets into like Eastern meets Western philosophy because they also believed in reincarnation, much in the same way that the Buddhists do. Um, but whereas like the Buddhists have the concept of samsara, which is like you are the cycle. Like the idea is like you can't escape. Like, oh, release me from this place, but there's no you to be released, and there's no place to be released from, and you are part of the everything. That's like kind of what Buddhists think.
Okay.
What the Gnostics were more thinking was that basically, like, they also the whole light at the end of the tunnel thing, like, that's not a modern invention. Like, they had a reasoning for that back then too. Like, even all the way back then when people had near-death experiences, they saw the light at the end of the tunnel, and they were, like, plied with voices of loved ones saying, "Come on, you'll come see me again."
I remember
They
talking about this.
they believed that that was a trick, that that was a trap to keep
Wait,
you.
the Gnostics thought this?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
They thought that light at the end of the tunnel, that the whole, "Oh, you're gonna have it all again. Don't worry, you're gonna get it all back." That's a trick. That's a
To get
trap
you back in
to
the
keep you here.
okay.
And that's why babies cry as soon as they're born because they
Fuck, I'm
realize that they've
back.
been tricked.
Dude, I remember this was one of our first conversations when we met. You were telling me about the light at the end of the tunnel or the trap,
Mhm.
but,
Because it's about letting go.
yeah.
really this whole experience on Earth, like being the universe aware of itself in a three-dimensional body that we call a human, eventually the body itself is going to wither to a point where this consciousness isn't going to be able to hang on to it anymore. And will have no choice but to let go of it.
Yeah,
And given the temptation of getting it all back, most people would take it.
yeah, but you
I
gotta let
probably would
go.
too. I probably have over and over and over
Yeah,
fucking over again. That's probably
yeah.
why I'm even aware of this happening to me. And maybe this time I'll make it out. Maybe there is no out. But
Who
I'm at
knows?
least aware now that it's a trap because I don't that there is no going back. You can never go back home, really. You know, you
Yeah,
can go back like
home
to
is here
where
and now.
you can go back to where you used to live, but you can never go home.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And someday you're gonna have to let it all go. You can't even take your body with you
Hell
when you
no.
leave this place. And you're not even gonna be able to take the things that your body thinks are important, like your wants and needs,
Yeah.
like, that you think are so goddamn essential. Like, all of a sudden, if, like, that's not even a thing to be concerned about, like, what else is there? Like, and if you're not comfortable being stripped down to nothing but that, you're probably gonna fall for the trick.
Yeah. No, dude, I definitely think that, like, this kinda ties
And I
in.
think, you know, I think the escape to like the like if you do break out of that reincarnation trick, I think the end goal is actually heaven. Like, I think you're fucking like we're in hell, and I was saying no, actually, I think it's purgatory. Uh, I that part I don't even think is metaphor. I think the end, like I think we are destined for greater because I think much like the Gnostics believed, we are small fragments of heaven trying to get back home.
Yeah, and I think it really, like, comes down to, like, what you believe too. Like, I've looked into, like, near death experiences and, like, there's some people that, like, they say it was just nothing, just black. There's some people that are like, "Oh, I talked to Jesus." There's some people that are like, "I saw myself as energy." And I think we're just going wherever we believe we're going.
Mhm.
And, yeah, I don't know, like, I think it's like if you believe you're going to a place with all your loved ones and everything, it's like, okay, you are still holding on to this
Yeah,
life. And
it's like
so,
you you end up going on the journey that you're prepared for, whether or not you knew it was the one that you were prepared for.
yeah. And it's, I like in my life, like I've just always seen everything as like especially recently, like I've seen every hardship almost like what seems like a hardship is it only feels hard because it's something I'm holding on to.
Mhm.
Like I've talked to you about how like girls are kind of like my thing and whenever it
Often the weakness of every great man in history.
yes, yes. But it's like I
Remember when we watched Casino?
yeah, that was a fucking good movie, man. Like, oh man, I could watch that again too, man, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
But like when it comes to like girls, for example, it's like when it doesn't like work out, I get like upset and like all this shit. And it's because like I'm attached and holding on to something and it doesn't feel good because life is letting me know, like, let go of this, man. Like it's over. Like that's the
Mhm.
experience. Like you got what you needed out of that. It's time to move on.
Be
And
thankful that you even get to let go of it.
exactly, dude.
Like, you get to let go of it because you used to have it.
Yeah, you got to hold on to
But
it,
you know how many people didn't even get to hold on to it?
dude.
They got their whole
For real.
fucking lives without holding on to it?
For
You
real.
got to, bro.
And I think life is like I brought this up earlier in some song. I forget what it is, but it was like I forget what song it is, but it said like I heard. Wait, no, it's called, That's Just Life by fuck, dude, now
That's Life by Frank Sinatra?
not
Good one, though, good song.
it's called
And as funny as it may seem,
I actually
some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. I don't wanna get you copyright strikes. Don't worry, that wasn't actually Frank, that was just me.
What the fuck,
I'm
man?
just that fucking good at singing. Just kidding.
Okay, I can't look it up right now for some reason, but, I actually
I
got
might
that
be able to, or you might be able to on my phone. You were thinking of a song?
yeah, it's called That's Just Life. I'm not gonna play it because yeah, copyright stuff,
Yeah,
but,
but I wanna save that for later
um,
because I know how you are with songs.
I I actually got this song from, last summer when I was working here. I
Who's
started
it by?
I don't know, let me
This one says lyrics.
Jaguar Dreams, That's Just Life.
Just Life by Jaguar Dreams. Everyone go listen to that one. Pause,
Yeah,
listen to that, and come back. 3, 2, 1, and welcome back.
so, just a little backstory before I get into it. I actually got that song from, last summer
Mhm.
working in the restaurant. Uh, was just bored, so I started and I'm always the DJ in the restaurant
Oh,
because I
you
got
are
the
always
tunes.
the best DJ in the restaurant. You
Exactly,
might
dude.
not always be the DJ, but thank God when you are.
Yeah, I know, man. I set the vibe.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No. But, yeah, I started, just asking every guest, like, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" And I would write it on a sticky note, put it in the queue, and this guy recommended, uh, "That's Just Life" by Jaguar Sun or whatever the artist name was, and, in the song, it says something along the lines of, like, "I heard someone say life will teach you how to live it if you try,"
Mhm.
and I think that ties into, like, the letting go thing is, like, life is teaching you, like, it hurts when you hold on to shit, dude. It
Yeah,
keeps you from moving on to the
it's heavy carrying all that shit.
it it keeps
It
you
gets
from
so fucking heavy.
yeah, and what I've realized is that as soon as you let go of something, good things start happening. It's just like when you lose your keys and you're
Oh,
just
I've got a song for the audience on this one. "Since I Laid My Burdens Down" by Mississippi John Hurt.
I don't know if
There
I
you
even
go.
heard of that one. You'll have to show me later.
Yeah,
But
it's, recorded in, like, 1920 something, super
oh,
old Delta
even better,
blues,
even
like,
better.
yeah, old-timey gospel shit. It's yeah,
I love
it's
it.
about laying your burdens down, but
Hey, man. I know a song is, like, something I gotta listen to when you recommend one because
dude,
that's my love
I
language.
I gotta are there any movies that you wanna show me now that you know how I think about stories? Or
Um,
even, like, shows or episode of a show or just, like, any kinda story you think that I would benefit from?
um,
Even if you can't think of it on the spot,
I will
get those gears
definitely
turning.
I will definitely be contemplating it because I know I always say I've never seen any movie ever, but I have,
Yeah.
and, I know there's something
Bro, next episode I'm on, like, let's just watch a movie beforehand and then just, like, use that as the jumping off point for the discussion.
oh, dude, bet,
Like,
yeah.
the second we end it, like, the second the credits start rolling, we hit record.
Dude, yeah. I mean, yeah, because
Yeah?
Anthony, you gonna be on a lot of these episodes.
I know.
Mister whoever the fuck is listening, like, this dude is basically about to be, like, the number 1 guest star, and I'm really excited because I've always done this podcast alone, and it's really fun to have guests, man, like,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for but back to the
I would
song.
love to be a regular guest on this, man.
Dude,
Like,
you
like, we don't need to,
you don't gotta
don't
script
even need to pretend that,
no, no,
I'm like, you really want me to do this and I really wanna do it. Like, let
dude. And this is already going longer than any episode I made, so I know yeah.
Yeah, and we've also, like God, you guys missed out on so many good chats. Like, we were talking for 10 hours straight before we hit
Oh,
record.
yeah, dude.
Like, this is just what we do when, like, you just get you and I alone in a room together,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, like, it helps if I got a couple beers in me to loosen my
Yeah,
lips,
for
but
sure. For sure, man.
maybe
Oh,
a
speaking of
little
that
tobacco cigarette beforehand or something. You know,
Ooh,
just a
yeah.
legal tobacco cigarette. That's all I like to
Yeah,
smoke out here
a
in
nice
God's country, Utah, is a tobacco cigarette. Don't you worry,
yeah,
officers.
a nice
I'm a cigarette man.
nice dry, brown, non-sticky, very not nice smelling
Mhm.
tobacco
From a
cigarette.
store, and I paid taxes on it and everything.
Yeah, yeah, unless it's
Yeah.
from the res,
Dude,
man.
I love paying taxes on things that I smoke. That's
Oh,
my favorite
dude,
part of it, is when
paying
Uncle Sam
taxes.
gets his cut.
I love giving a tip
That's the
too.
best part. You know, Jesus said, "Render unto Caesar." I'm just trying to be a good Christian.
Oh, man. Hey, dude, that's, when you said that twice today, like, "Render unto Caesar,"
Mhm.
and that's, like, with this Neville dude I study, he's always talking about, like, just like, he'll bring that up, and, like, the interpretation of that, like, that you can apply in your own life is, "Let the world be just as it is, and you change yourself."
Exactly.
And if you need to pay a bill, pay the bill. If you need to
If you're not the king, it's not up to you who the king is.
exactly,
You do your position as wherever you landed on this fucking
exactly.
wild ride.
It's just like, when I was in Vegas and I was telling you about
That's why I
the
don't get involved in politics anymore. Like, I pay attention to them, but, like, I used to be heavily involved when I was in
yeah,
college. Like,
I could
me
see
and my
you
buddy
getting into
Insong were out
that.
there, like, knocking on doors, talking about Bernie Sanders.
Like a Mormon.
Yeah, like, we were doing it, like, illegally, basically. Like, I was like, "This is gonna be a fun one. I don't give a shit about to say," but, like, we were working for this, like, company that was, like, basically all they were trying to do was to, A, like, record, like, what people were like, who what way people were voting, B, get, college kids to register to vote, and it was, like, a specifically a Democratic organization, and this was the year when, fuck, which one was that? Yeah. It's been so long, time's getting
Wait,
weird.
was that when Bernie was, like, running and
Dude,
shit?
at this point, again, I'm
Uh-huh.
on nobody's side because
Yeah.
nobody's on my side, but back then, college Anthony, when he was like, you know, just tried acid and I was like, "Bro,
The world
uh,
ain't right, man.
like, I'm like, there's like, it's up to me to fix it, man."
Oh,
Like,
dude.
but like, we were like, so,
Oh,
and long
man.
story short, instead of like going to like people and be like, "Hey, we're just checking in to see who you're voting for this year," we'd be like, "Bro, Bernie's the guy."
Yeah.
Like, we were not supposed to, like, we were
You're
specifically
just,
told
like,
to not
swinging
endorse
'em.
any particular candidate, and all me and my buddy did was knock on the door and, like, go for our guy. We're like, "Bro, we're giving
Dude,
these, like, resource,"
Bernie.
and, like, I was getting paid for it. They were giving me $1,000 a month to, like, fucking do
To just
to do some, like, "Hey, you're not supposed to do that."
yeah.
But, like, I was, like, doing some acceleration and shit, like, fucking back at FGCU in Southwest Florida, like, I wanna say, like, fucking how many people did we get to register to vote?
Did you get people to vote for Bernie, though?
I didn't care who they voted for,
Okay.
but, like, it was maybe, like, 600 something,
Like,
uh
that you knocked on the door and shit?
no,
Like,
no,
or
like, when no, this that was, like, one of the aspects of it, but, like, when, like, we were in college, um, like, if every single person we got to register to vote, we got, like, a little kickback
like
for,
a
basically.
commission, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, but, like, to get, like, a 18-year-old fresh out of high school to register to vote, like,
Yeah.
you have to convince them, like, be like, "Hey, did you realize you have a lot more power over reality than you think you do?" And, like, I literally don't care who you vote for. Like, we can be on totally opposite sides. I just want you to be able to have that power. Would you like to have that power?
Oh, man.
Like, that was,
Salesman right
like,
here.
because, obviously I was, like, a lefty at the time, but most of the people I got to vote were Trump supporters. They're like, "I'd probably vote for Trump." I was like, "Bet,
Go ahead,
please
man.
do."
And you just
I
cash your
was
check.
like, you got the power, motherfucker, like, you can do that, and I can help you."
Dude, that is such an Anthony move,
Yeah,
bro. I
so,
swear
like
to g
so, like, thanks to me and my buddy Anselm, shout out to Anselm, my fucking boy back in
Trump sucks
Florida.
dick.
Uh,
I know, I know.
that's a specific callback, and yeah. But anyway,
If this boy listening, I know,
dude,
I know.
I'll tell him to check out this episode for sure. Uh, love you, Ansel. But
I love you
yeah, but
too.
thanks to him and I, like a bunch of people who probably would have never like even thought about participating in the democratic process, like did. And
Dude, I got the
it's
power, man.
I don't know, it just kind of feels cool to be able to like they'll probably never even remember me, and even if they do,
Yeah.
they'll only have the vaguest recollection.
Like, oh, some guy knocked on
But
my
like
door and got me to vote one day.
I got most of the ones at college were actually just right there on campus. Me and my buddy would
Oh,
just like
okay.
like there was a like in the hallways basically. We just sat at a
Oh,
table
okay.
and we were just being chillers. We'd be like, "Hey, you voting this year?" Like, hey, you register to vote?
Dude, that's awesome.
But like they would see that we were us,
It
because like he was my you back when I was in college,
yeah.
like my white friend who kind of looked like you actually.
Yeah, just
It
hit me,
was like
dude.
my big time chiller. We would watch movies and smoke weed out of a potato and talk about like how the government's totally unfair, dude. Uh, yeah, it was
Bro,
good shit.
that makes me think of, like, when you just said, like, you was in class, like, "Hey, you ever voted?" or whatever. It makes me think of the dudes in Vegas with the titty bar cards, like,
Yeah,
just
that
peddling
same
that
energy.
shit.
No, I was
Yeah,
that guy,
yeah.
but with like trying to get them to register to vote. Like
Oh, man. What
that,
a
like I was doing the same energy, like with just some random fucking like
random
yeah,
people.
and it'd always be like I would single out the ones that I would like know that like would look back at me, and I would just lock eyes with them, and be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, no, no, yeah, have you registered to vote yet?" They're like, "Oh yeah." Like, "Is it at your current address?" Like,
yeah.
"No." It's like, "We can get that updated for you." Is that
Ah,
okay?
you just, like, relentless
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. Man, maybe I should be in sales.
Dude, fucking hey, you could, be my spokesperson for the podcast, man.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll give you some flyers, dude. We'll go to dude, when we go to Vegas,
Oh,
bro,
bro.
because I was talking about this with Kim, shout out Kim, um, and she was saying, like, Michael, shout out Michael. She was saying that he could, print off my business cards, but on bigger pieces of paper. So maybe next time we go to Vegas, just take a fat stack of papers and just tape them on everything, give them to people, but, like, the one with the QR code, man. We talking sales strategy on the podcast, about the podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's very meta. It's like the Tim and Eric Carson show, uh, Crimbus special on DVD.
Happy Crimbus.
Yeah, now available on DVD.
Oh, dude, I swear, this if y'all wanna watch some good movies, you gotta just chill with fucking Anthony, dude.
No, the following episode will be a movie one for sure. The quick intro will be like, we'll say what it is. If you've seen it before, keep hanging around. If you want to see it, pause it and watch it. If you haven't seen it and don't give a shit and just want to keep listening, then by all means, just keep listening.
Hey, I got an idea. I can do polls on here. So maybe the poll on here would be like, what movie do y'all recommend for,
There you go.
like, the movie episode?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, that's gonna be the poll. If you got movie recommendations and you're still here after an hour and a quarter
Yeah.
and you're still listening,
Oh, fuck. We should probably wrap it up soon, shouldn't we?
I don't give a fuck.
No, I think for episode one, this would probably be a
Okay,
good
yeah,
time to
we don't
probably
need
cap
to.
it off. Um, Man,
Hey,
this has been something truly special.
this has been very fun,
Uh,
dude. I'm
if for whatever reason I'm not able to be a guest on your podcast again, and I have to leave your show with a few parting words, um, this is to the listener. There is no such thing as a meaningless coincidence. There are others like you, and always be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, you with the references, man, I love that.
Uh,
No, this has been a lot of fun, and I am very excited for future episodes. And you can always be on this because I just learned that we could do video shit. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
The
I
future
mean,
is looking bright, my friend. Think
exactly.
about it.
Exactly, man. But
And with that, we'll see you guys
yeah,
next time.
yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Until the next time, I hope you have a good time, whether that be a day, a month, a year, whatever, dude.
Oh, and, be nicer to yourself
Be nice to yourself,
because
dude.
you know you're not nice enough to yourself. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking be nicer to yourself, okay? Alright.
Yes. We say we love you, but it don't matter unless you say you love you, dude. Peace the fuck out, motherfuckers.